it's Minnie. You watching Don Shea Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after years of so many boxing fans asking why doesn't Crawford go over to PBC where all the welterweights are, finally, Terrence Crawford is starting to think that the reason why he's not getting the big fights is because he's still with Bob Arum at Top Rank. Leading up to this fight with Kell Brook, Terrence Crawford, he's been hinting that this might be his last fight with Top Rank if he doesn't get the fights that he wants to get, that he's been trying to get for years. Matter of fact, according to reports by Mike Coppinger, Terrence Crawford, he just had his lawyer send Top Rank a letter telling them that they want the big fights or else. Matter of fact, let me just read exactly what the report says. Terrence Crawford's inability to secure a marquee opponent is at the heart of a growing rift with Top Rank, as revealed by a letter from his lawyer to his promoter, inside the relationship and what lies ahead for one of boxing's top fighters. Isn't it ironic when you think about the fact that Canelo was just in a similar situation to this? Canelo Alvarez, he wanted out of the Golden Boy contract. But the reason why he wanted out of the contract because he didn't want to fight the opponents that DAZN and Golden Boy wanted him to fight. It's the complete contrary with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is like, if you don't give me these lions and sharks, then I don't want to be here. He's threatening them, look, if I don't get the best opponents available, then it's time for me to move on. This is the reason why Terrence Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world, guys. Not just because he moved up multiple weight classes and he became number one, the best fighter in every single division he moved to, but on top of that, he's always looking for the number one guy, or at least the guy that they say is number one outside of him. That's always who Terrence Crawford is going after. The two main fights that Terrence Crawford wants is Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Terrence Crawford, he came really close to getting the Manny Pacquiao fight, but it was because of the pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, that fight would have been signed. They would have been fighting. Now, what's interesting about that is we all know that Manny Pacquiao used to be with Top Rank. So he was in the same stable as Terrence Crawford. And Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford knew, in order to catapult Terrence Crawford into superstar status, he would have had to beat Manny Pacquiao. After all, this is Bob Arum's job. He is a promoter. He's supposed to promote Terrence Crawford and make him as big as possible. And the way you do that is by putting Terrence Crawford in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. It will be somewhat of Manny Pacquiao. If Manny Pacquiao were to lose, then it would be like he would be passing the torch down to Terrence Crawford, at least when it comes to top-ranked fighters, big name top-ranked fighters. But instead, Bob Arum, he made a stunning admission, and he came out about a year or two ago, and he said, well, it was like, I think this was when Manny Pacquiao was still with, or when Manny Pacquiao had his rift with Bob Arum. Bob came out and he said that he was the one that blocked the Crawford versus Pacquiao fight. He said he didn't want Manny Pacquiao to possibly get hurt. He didn't want the fight. And this is the exact reason why Terrence Crawford feels the way he feels. This is why he believes that it's Top Rank's fault that he's not getting the big fights. So Bob Arum was looking out more for Manny Pacquiao than Terrence Crawford when he said that he didn't want to see Manny Pacquiao get hurt. And then it turned out that Manny Pacquiao was the one that left Top Rank, while Terrence Crawford was still there being loyal to Top Rank with no big fights to show for it. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao, he moves to PBC and he has all the big fights. Just beat Broner, just beat Keith Thurman. Now he has the option to either fight Spence, Conor McGregor, or Terrence Crawford. He has all the options in the world because he moved to PBC. So we'll see how this plays out. There's not a guarantee that Crawford will leave Top Rank, but this is the first time he's talked like this. Many times people have asked him why wouldn't he leave, and before he was defending Top Rank. This is the first time, he's not defending him. And he's sending letters to Top Rank through his lawyers. This is something that Canelo Alvarez used to do with Oscar. They were no longer on talking terms. The only way they could have a conversation is through their lawyers. When you start having all your conversations through a lawyer, that changes the game. So we'll see where Crawford goes from here, and we'll see how this Kell Brook fight turns out, because I can tell you right now, if the same Kell Brook that fought Errol Spence shows up, Terrence Crawford's got a tough fight. Hopefully it is the best version of Kell Brook. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Starz. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation. This is the future right here, I'm telling you guys. If you've lost your hair or you have a receding hairline, this is how you get it back permanently. So if you want to get this hookup for my brothers out there in the UK and Europe, make sure you check out the Scalp This on Instagram. And for my brothers out there in the States, make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. And when you go on their pages, you can see for yourself what these guys look like before. I mean, these guys are literally hair magicians. I've never seen anything like this before, but all I can tell you guys is this is a serious game changer for us men. What's going on, guys? I've always wanted to find a second source of income. And I've always wanted to learn about stocks and trades because I've heard so much good stuff about it. So I finally found a way to do it. And now I'm learning from 6, 7, 8-figure traders. So not only am I learning from them, but the most important thing is I get to copy their trade. So I get to earn while I learn. Now, if you want the full details, click on the link below so you can learn while you copy and paste their trades. And just understand this, guys. Just by watching the video, you're doing a great job of supporting my channel, and I appreciate it. And the craziest thing about doing this trading is you can do it anywhere. All you need is an internet connection, and you can do it just with your phone. So if you want to learn how to make a second income alongside me without having to pitch, sell, or recruit, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you inside.